Deport, send them all back, strip them of their visas, denaturalize, send them back. Stop letting people into this country that hates America.
To the Democrat Party, I have a question to ask you. Is this what you were talking about? Is this what you were asking for? Seditious Six, is this what you were preparing us for? You know, you've been calling our National Guardsman Hitler for several weeks now. And so you have someone that acted upon the hatred that you supplanted in their heads, just like you're trying to supplant in the heads of our active duty military not to follow command. But let me just tell you this from the American people. We're tired of you. We're tired of you trying to destroy our country from within. We're tired of you trying to encourage crime in our communities. We're tired of you trying to stop our National Guardsmen, our police officers, any law enforcement from stopping criminal activities in our cities. We're tired of you trying to put that little bit of doubt in our military not to follow the orders of someone who is there just to protect the American citizens. So, to you seditious six, to the Democrat Party, I have to ask you, is this what you were looking for?
Thanksgiving definitely didn't feel the same this year. Rest in peace to Sarah Beckstrom, and hopefully Andrew Wolf can pull through. Let's get into it.
So you're telling me that this is Donald Trump's America, but yet the only violence that is happening is coming from the left? Make it make sense to me. So you're also telling me that it's a coincidence. A few days ago, 6 Democratic lawmakers told U.S. troops to defy Donald Trump's order, and today this happens? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you asked for? Because this is exactly what you got. What happened today in D.C. was a message. It was a message to the American people as well as the American military. Y'all can't tell me y'all don't see it. The political divide right now amongst this country is absolutely outrageous, especially at a time when the country is spiraling out of control. When it comes to that Democratic Party, they are literally anti-American. You cannot tell me no different. Those people go harder for immigrants and criminals than they do for the American people. And you can't tell me otherwise. Y'all, we better get ready because shit is about to hit the fan. And what's probably about to happen, I don't think we are even ready for.
We need to speak about it. Falsely accusing somebody of being a fascist or a Nazi should absolutely land you criminal charges. Now, the left, the mainstream media, the Democrats falsely labeled Charlie Kirk as a fascist, and he was murdered. The left, the mainstream media, and the Democrats falsely labeled Donald Trump as a fascist dictator. Not only was he shot once, but they tried to get him again. And I highly suspect they ain't done. The National Guard, you guys, again, on the left, the Democrats, the mainstream media, the mainstream liberal media, falsely labeled the National Guard as fascist, and 2 of them got shot yesterday. 2 of them. So while you're all around family members, or maybe not because you've cut them off because they voted for Trump, just think, these 2 National Guardsmen are literally recovering in a fucking hospital because they were shot, because they were falsely labeled as fascists. And let's talk about the shooter.
His invitation to be here in the United States expired in September, which means that in September, he should have either gone back home or done the necessary paperwork in order to remain here in the United States. ICE was formed in 2003, but illegal immigrants have been deported since 1892. Back before ICE was formed, it was being done by the DOJ and INS. It has been happening, and it happens for a reason. You should want to know who is in our country. I can't pick up and go to another country and expect to stay there, to just be accepted and have a red carpet rolled out for me. No, they'd send my ass home without any hesitation. You can't defend this. You can't.
No. Were shot today by an Afghan national who entered the U.S. in 2021 as part of Joe Biden's Operation Allies Welcome. The Afghani's permission to be in the U.S. expired in September, so he's now in the country illegally. His name is Ramanullah Lakhanwal, according to CBS News. And as he shot the two guardsmen, he screamed Allahu Akbar, which means God is great in Islam. This atrocious act is being investigated as terrorism, as it should be. I mean, guys, I live in DC. These guardsmen and guardswomen, they are kind. They do nothing wrong. They stand there and they keep the peace. They say hi to me on my way to work. They smile when you thank them for keeping you safe. They are not the evil, racist soldiers the media make them out to be, obviously. But it is, in part, the media's violent rhetoric, that reckless name-calling that motivated a foreign national to harm our military. I mean, the Guard is only still there because they're effective and people like them there. Crime is at a 30-year low. It feels safer, it's quiet, it's calm, simply because of their resounding presence. It's incredible. I am heartbroken for their families, and for it to all occur the day before we're supposed to be spending time with our loved ones is so tragic and infuriating. This was an attack on our military. It was an attack on our nation. And do not let anybody tell you that this was deserved or justified in any way. And I think we should remember that the enemy here is a foreign national who hates this country, period. It should not be left or right. It should be good versus evil. This is life versus death. There are people in this country who despise us and despise our rule of law, and that's exactly why the excess hate and division being spewed is not helping. I wish we could just be one nation, again, under God, who understood that Americans and our safety and freedom and faith, that comes first, and everything else comes second.
Everyone keeps trying to say that rhetoric is making these situations worse, and I would have to agree. I tried to explain that to some family members yesterday. That didn't turn out well. But hopefully you guys will understand. Check this out.
Maxine Dexter, Oregon's 3rd, checking in after what I would say is an indefensible ruling by the Ninth Circuit that opens the door to National Guard troops being deployed in our peaceful city. Let's just be clear. Portland is not lawless. We have been extraordinary in our resistance to Donald Trump's fairy tale about our city. We have remained peaceful, persistent, and clear that we do not bend the knee to Donald Trump and his wannabe kingmanship, and we will continue to be so. This ruling must be challenged, and we must remain steadfast in our peaceful resistance to Donald Trump, the tyranny he is trying to take on to our cities and across this country, and what I would say is an extraordinarily dangerous precedent by militarizing our city and moving towards a dictatorship. We will be united. We will remain peaceful. I was just in DC trying to work out how we were going to get out of this government shutdown, and I'm heading back to Portland now so I can be with you tomorrow. Let's continue to stay loud, stay peaceful, and I'll see you soon.
This idea that they're all on the same side, right? I mean, people that follow a chain of command, and at any level in government, you are reporting to someone above you. To your point, it's the men and women of the military are following orders. I mean, that is the chain of command.
They're following orders. This was not a vote that they all voted and said the majority of us vote, therefore we have to go. They're following orders. And I also I'd show the concern that if this has been an ambush, we don't know where this is going. You've got guardsmen out there that's got to wonder, is there something that's going to follow this up? We don't know what we're talking about yet. Mm-hmm. Was this a sole gunman that ambushed somebody? Is there a plan? You don't know. That's why I think we ought to be focused. We ought to deal with the fact that these men or women, we don't know the gender, should not be in any way harmed as they were. Whether we agree with the deployment or not, I don't. And I think the president ought to focus on that on Thanksgiving Eve, as other guardsmen have to be concerned about their own safety, right, as well as their fellow guardsmen that are in a hospital fighting for their lives.
All right, we're going to sneak in another break. When we come back, we'll be joined by the former commander of one state's National Guard. That's next.
You have to wonder, is it the rhetoric? Is it the rhetoric? I do believe that for a lot of these events that we see, the rhetoric could absolutely make things worse, especially for American citizens. getting confused and getting led down the wrong path. But these type of events that are carried out by the Afghans that are targeting National Guardsmen, I mean, this is something that is planned. And this might not have anything to do with rhetoric. So we're having multiple problems and multiple issues going on at once. We have to deal with the American people taking the side of the shooter because of rhetoric. And then you have the actual shooter, and we don't know how many of these type of people exist that are in the country right now, committing planned crimes. We are in a bad situation, folks, and I have a feeling it's only going to get worse. Much worse.
I'm going to say this quickly so I don't get flagged. It's not random acts of violence due to rhetoric. It's orchestrated chaos. Nothing is a coincidence. Planned, paid, orchestrated. Not random acts based off of rhetoric. God bless.
Somebody tell Al Sharpton, shut the fuck up. He decided to take it upon himself to get on national television and say, oh, Donald Trump is the reason why the national gunsman. Are you kidding me, man? I'm serious. If you don't go take your jigaboo ass stuff, man, hey, who are you even serving at this point? Because I'm going to be honest with you, Black Americans is not with you. Please pick out a Black American that's still staying with you and Jesse Jackson. Who are you trying to please? You want us to believe something that come out of your mouth? Have you lost your rabbit ass mind? You look sick, man. How about you just go sit down? Go retire. You know, the Democratic Party, along with the rest of these Looney Tunes, toothface, backstabbing snakes, witches, are always blaming Trump. Trump is a reason. Trump, you all sound absolutely ridiculous. A man that's been president all of 5 years? Versus the ones that's been in politics. When are you gonna blame Gavin Newsom for that disastrous of a state of California that he put that state in? What about all the other Democrats, mayors and governors and presidents that have been in politics for 50, 60 fucking years? You don't want to blame them? Man, I don't like you. You pulling us down. You don't represent Black America. You never will.
When you have people coming in from other countries that are saying it's time for a revolution, especially people that are from Afghanistan or people that are Muslim, let's keep it real, folks. That's a problem.
Oh, well, this is a country founded by immigrants.
Well, this is a country founded by...
country.
This is a very unique country, and it was founded by some immigrants and some settlers. But just because we were founded by immigrants doesn't mean that 240 years later that we have to have the dumbest immigration policy in the world.
Well, they tried to take out Trump. They shoot him in the ear and they fail. They do take out Charlie. They just took out 2 service members in D.C. And when I say they, I lump them all together because I feel like it, because I want to, because they lump all of us together. And I'm going to lump all of them together. They, them.
Why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let them in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked, there were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go, we were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision, and we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the thousands and thousands and thousands, they made a terrible mistake. But they were incompetent, yeah.
And I'm already seeing celebrations. But it's not the celebrations that I am surprised about. And it's not even the fact that they are blaming Donald Trump, because we all knew that was going to happen. It's Trump's fault for putting the National Guard in Washington, D.C. It's that I'm seeing people defend the shooter. What kind of fucked up mentality do you have to do something like that? You get to go to Thanksgiving tomorrow and eat a ton of food with people that you love, your family members. And you're celebrating a man that just took that away from two brave men. It's gross.
Yeah, there's no nice way to make this video, but honestly, I really don't give a fuck about being nice right now, because all you jerk-offs out there that post your shit day in and day out about how, the National Guard, they're gonna just start taking innocent people, and we're locking up fucking innocent people who do nothing wrong, and oh my god, this administration, and oh my god, and you 6 motherfucking jerk-offs that made that video about the fucking, don't worry about the illegal orders, that you have people now convinced that the military is carrying out illegal orders. You should probably go fuck yourself right about now, okay? And let me tell you something. You make the post because you want to make your money. You want to make your fucking clicks. You got to, prove that you're somehow something. Meanwhile, nobody even fucking knows who you are in real life, because you're all a bunch of fucking losing jerk-offs anyway. But now you're going to come out. Now you're going to say, oh, I'm so sorry. We should pray. We should pray for them. It's the guns. No, it's not. It's your bullshit. It's you. It's because you're money-hungry little dirtbags who... I'm aggravated right now, and I really don't need to have people staring at me, but let me tell you something. Now is not the time for you to start with your bullshit, okay? It's not the guns. It's the fucking crazy people who listen to the bullshit that you fucking spew out there, that you put out there, because you got to make your little fucking payment, with your fucking social media clicks. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And you know what? I hope there's some kind of law that you get held accountable. Like, if you say something and then, makes people, like you guys tried to do with Trump, you twisted his fucking words. You manipulated the videos to make it look like he was inciting violence. Meanwhile, you guys are the fucking people inciting violence. You're disgusting. And now there's families on Thanksgiving tomorrow that are not going to have innocent family members with them because of your bullshit. I hope you're fucking happy. I hope you fucking have sleep apnea and you don't fucking wake up, you bunch of pieces of shit.
Deport, send them all back, strip them of their visas, denaturalize, send them back. Stop letting people into this country that hates America. Just enough already. President Trump, we need you to start taking this very seriously. We know that you're doing your best with the deportation and everything, but something's got to give. You're going to have to really crack down on the radical Muslims and the Muslim Brotherhood. We need you to start really, really taking this seriously and protecting the American people. Deport, denaturalize. With these protests happening in New York City, I have some concerns about the safety of all New Yorkers, especially the Jewish community, because this guy's swearing in is around the corner. And let me tell you something. You have the radical Muslims ready to gear up to start their mess, and I don't see this ending well. And you got Muslims coming in from other states to see this guy swearing in. And I'm talking about the radical Muslims. And we do have Muslim Brotherhood in New York City, particularly in Queens and Brooklyn and parts of the Bronx. President Trump, you need to send in the big guys, because NYPD, I don't think, can manage this alone. Deport, denaturalize, and stop letting. You're going to have to vet people that want to come into this country to make sure that they are in support of America and not against America. Stop letting foreign citizens run for public office. No foreign citizen should hold no type of government position. None. Enough is enough already. We have to start protecting Americans. Thank you.
Will somebody tell the Democrat Party to shut their damn mouth? All they do is talk about Trump all day. Trump in the morning, Trump in the noonday, Trump at evening, Trump at night. God damn, y'all obsessed with Trump. The reason why the Democrat Party talk about Trump so much, because they ain't got nothing to talk to the American people about. They don't have no plan. They don't have nothing that they gonna do for the American people to get the American people back on board. All they gonna do is just talk about Trump, what Trump ain't doing, what Trump is doing wrong. What the hell y'all was doing that y'all let him get in office? See, if y'all would have been doing y'all job, then there would be no Donald Trump. But since y'all wasn't doing y'all job, now we got Trump. And I'm hoping Trump continue to well on y'all ass. Arrest everybody, Trump, that tried to put charges on you. Lock their ass up, Trump. You ain't
You fucking Democrats are why this shit keeps happening. Why do people have to continue to lose their lives over their opinions? You don't even know who those two guardsmen even voted for. They could have very well been liberals. But you don't know that. But you got people like Jolly Good Ginger and Chris Valenti out here speaking on the matter like they're appalled at what happened. Your words are why this shit keeps happening. You keep adding fuel to the fire. You keep talking about people on the right like they're not even human beings. What do you think was going to happen? I mean, come on. Spare me your fake outrage. We know that you're actually celebrating this shit behind closed doors. Because that's the sick kind of vile human beings you are. I suggest you just stop. Stop being a piece of shit. Stop fueling the fire. People are dying because of the things you say. And we've about had enough.
I saw this video of Sarah Beckstrom being transported out of the hospital. They had a huge motorcade situation going on, and the firefighters were saluting. And it just really got to me, man. When I started reporting on politics almost 2 years ago, I never expected that I would ever be reporting on this type of stuff. I mean, this girl was 20 years old. I mean, look at her, man. She looks like she's full of life. That's her with her dad. This is devastating. This should piss you off royally to the maximum. And if it doesn't, I just don't know what kind of human you are. You know, Thanksgiving felt a little bit different this year. I should say a lot different. Families across the nation arguing, getting into fights. Even me and my family. I'm the only conservative. Everybody, of course, I have a black family. Everybody's a fucking Democrat. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody watches CNN and all these news stations calling me a fucking nobody like I don't do any research. I'm just a dumbass. This is what's happening to conservatives across the country, not just me. Okay? So, look, rhetoric does matter from these news stations, but I think the way that it matters is splitting American families and friends apart, which is part of their plan. Split everyone apart. Nobody's on the same page, and it just makes the takeover a million times easier. So frustrating, so disgusting. And look, man, I guess it just is what it is. It's not worth arguing with people. You can't change someone's mind. If they're already set on this thing, especially somebody that is a baby boomer that's been set in their ways for decades, you're just going to have to just look, have some hope for the future. Because there is no changing the majority of people on the left that are so far gone and so deep into believing the mainstream left media. So, look, let them live their lives, we'll live our lives. But at the end of the day, we have somebody like Sarah Beckstrom that has lost her life, and this could happen again. And to blame it on President Trump is absolutely outrageous. People should be furious. But if there's any way at all, we can all come together. Could it be for something like this? Could we put our differences aside for one fucking day and appreciate Sarah Beckstrom? I mean, it was her first day on the job, man. Come on. And people are still getting in food fights, throwing temper tantrums, and calling their conservative relatives every name under the sun. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.